Peace, y'all. So today we're going to go through a few African proverbs. We're going to break down their meaning, and we're going to kind of compare them to some real life situations that we'll find ourselves in.
Sounds good.
So I guess I'll start. So this is one of my absolute favorite. It's a Yoruba proverb. It says that for the eyes to see no evil, the legs are the best medicine.
That's fire.
One time, for the eyes to see no evil, the legs are the best medicine. So to me, an example that comes to mind is people who are constantly talking about cutting toxic people off all the time. Everybody's toxic. People who are always ending relationship after relationship. So on the one hand, I think that's important. I think it's important to routinely engage in the cleansing ritual of ending unhealthy relationships, right? On the other hand, if you find yourself always having to do that over and over and over and over, then you have to look in the mirror and you have to claim some responsibility, right? So the proverb says, in order to avoid those types of situations, right, then your legs are the best medicine. In order for the eyes to see no evil, the legs are the best medicine. So that means that you have to control what spaces you enter. You have to control when it's time to leave a space. You have to control who you surround yourself with. You have to control what relationships you get into and when it's time to leave those relationships.
Yeah. I mean, I think, what you said is true. I think that it also just speaks about the power that you have, right, in controlling your destiny, right? Controlling where you go, what you do, and how you go about doing it, right? So recognizing that power and making sure you take control of it to do what you need to do.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I think the proverb that I have actually kind of speaks to something similar in that, so it's an Akan proverb. I'm learning the language of the Akan people, so I'll first say it in Chi, and then I'll translate it to English. And so this proverb basically says that in Chi, Nsuo ɛbɔn, and this basically translates roughly as if water remains in a pot for too long, it stinks, right? And to me, when I think about this proverb, the first imagery that comes to mind is someone staying in a situation too long, them not realizing that they've been inside of a space that's causing them to stink, that's causing them to transform into something that is not positive, right? Right? Their environment has caused them to change, right? And so they need to find a way out of that environment so that they're able to flow, so that they're able to move and grow as needed, right? It's necessary for us to not be stagnant, right? It's necessary for us to move and experience a large variety of things, for us to flow as necessary so that we can achieve what we need, right? And not begin to stink, so to speak.
So that's excellent. I mean, I would add to that, like physically, you know, if you stay in one place, if you stay on the couch all day, you're gonna start to develop ailments all over your body. Like you literally have to move to survive, right? Mentally, if you're not learning, right, then you're gonna hit a place of stagnation, right? So that's fire. That's excellent. So the next one I'll give is another Yoruba proverb. This one says that words are like eggs. When they drop, they shatter. So one more time. Words are like eggs. When they drop, they shatter. So to me, this one speaks to the weight and the gravity that our words have, right? So if you think about dropping an egg and it breaking, right? You think about all the, let's say, 50 pieces that it breaks into. And then you think about what it would literally take to pick up each piece, right? And to put it back together to form that egg. It's virtually impossible, right? So similarly, when you say things, right, that hurt people, that damage relationships, it's almost impossible to repair things back to their original form. So I would say that you really have to think about something before you say it and think about how it affects the people around you.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, you know, when I look at something shattering, right, you have the things that may stay right there in the place where it fell, but there's also pieces that spread and go places where you may not even be able to see it, right? So when you speak of the power of your words, also recognizing that it reaches and touches things that you can't even see right in front of you, right? The effect is widespread. Even if you're speaking to one person, you drop that egg and it shatters. It travels.
Stuff gets around.
Exactly. It travels from here to there, and it does damage, right? So be careful of your words. Be very careful of the power of your words. And actually, I think my proverb that I have next lends his hand into that as well. And this one basically says, the adornment of a smile is white teeth, and the adornment of a person is good character. Right? One more time, and that really basically says, the adornment of a smile is white teeth, and the adornment of a person is good character. I mean, just think about it. When you see a person who has a smile and they got them pretty white teeth, you're like, man, That person, it's something about them. They got a beautiful smile.
Yep.
But then when you see the person who has the rotten teeth, you're like, ooh, I don't really know about that.
Yeah.
And so the same thing goes when you're looking at the totality of a person, right? When you see a person and you realize that their character is whack, that their character is not righteous, is not good, then the totality
makes you just as ugly of a person.
Exactly. You become just as ugly, right? And so making sure you understand that it's the inner aspects of you, of a person, that really makes you who you are, right? That really makes you beautiful, that makes you this, powerful, whatever. So if you have bad character, if you're not righteous in your efforts to do X, Y, and Z, then...
Yeah. I guess what I would add to that, I think that's so important in today's world, especially in social media. Because in social media, we can all present the best aspects of ourselves. Wow. So you look at someone and you say, this person dresses so well, they're so pretty, everything like that, but you're really not seeing a person's character, right? And so you really have to, that's really, like you said, that's really what defines a person, their deeds, whether they're honest, whether they're trustworthy, things like that. So we don't want to give y'all too much, so we're going to try to make this a weekly thing, and we're going to try to come up with proverbs each week. And, you know, like this, drop us a comment, give us some feedback. If there are any topics that you specifically want to hear us discuss, then, you know, just comment and let us know.
We ready.